Hey Tyann, Grant here. Just wanted to follow up with you on your email. Sorry it took me a little longer than expected. It's just super busy right now this time of the year. That being said, I tried to make some revisions here that I thought that might work for you. So the first thing we talked about was removing all these plants on this side as far as the quote goes for this year. Maybe a separate phase, a separate year. Okay. The the two dogwood trees to transplant would be here and here. Alright, so figured I think that's the best spot to put them. One of those trees looks pretty bad, meaning that it might not make it. So you have to make the determination whether you want to transplant the third one or not. Okay. The other thing you had asked about was reducing the number of trees. So to do that and to have it still look balanced, the idea was we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 trees as kind of framing the pool area. All right, you're going to notice these trees are all equal distant apart. So from here to here, here to there, and there to there. All right, and then the beds, this bed is the same size as this bed here. Okay, that gives you balance, symmetry, and this way you can reduce the number of trees. I still think that would look good, and that would look balanced with the pool and the rest of the house. Okay. I like having the hydrangeas back here because there's nothing you can really purchase that blooms for that long of a period during the summer when you're spending time in the pool. And it'll give you a lot of color, a lot of interest, and especially if you like floral arrangements, it's tough to beat the color from a hydrangea or a rose. Okay. You mentioned you wanted to downplay some of the boxwoods, so my suggestion was I removed all the boxwoods that were creating a hedge. I only put them as corner pieces, one here, you know, and henceforth. You'll see the symbol right here. So they're only in the corners of the beds rather than running the length of the bed. I think that's important though because it does tie into the landscaping in the front of the house, and it still gives you some sort of structure, but you would still be able to stagger all the hydrangeas in here, so you don't put them in a straight line. You can plant them in a stagger, as well as the Nepeta. Originally, I had something called a Nepeta Little Trudy, which grows only grows about 14-15 inches wide. So now the same type of Nepeta, but it grows wider. Let me get back on here. It's called Nepeta Little Wonder. Okay, and that would be the same areas where the Nepeta were before, but they grow wider, and hence you need a lot less. Okay. I also incorporated grasses, dwarf fountain grasses, in front of each one of these boxwoods, as I think it would add an interesting texture to the bed and add further interest. Then we have the peonies up here, which I know you wanted. Liriope here, which maybe you'll switch for another type of a ground cover perennial. Okay, the good thing about Liriope is it keeps its color during the winter, whereas the other perennials won't. If you want to do the thyme ground cover around the stepping stones through here, then maybe you take those variegated Liriope and you transplant them out here as another option. Okay. What else? In this area down here, it was too busy. We had too many elements. So again, my suggestion is actually use something called Woodgilla Midnight Wine. So it's a purple, it has a purple leaf and a pink flower in the spring. It's really pretty. It stays compact. Okay. And rather than having two different types of perennials here, as shown in the last design, now I only have one. Just the reblooming daylilies, the yellow reblooming daylilies. Okay. You wanted a bigger flowering rose, so I suggested Peachy Keen rose in here versus the Ozo Easy. So I made that change. And then I'm going to also, when I send you the proposal, I'll also send you my suggestion for a reduced number of lights to try to control the overall cost. So once you decide that you like a design, then I'll have to send you another proposal for doing all the irrigation work. I think I'll probably have my technician stop by there again and look at it just to make sure the quote is accurate. But I'll I'll shoot this over to you now via YouTube, and we'll take it from there. Talk to you soon. Thanks, Diane. Bye.